Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Please ignore the fact that I'm looking a bit of a state. I've been really poorly and I'm just finally getting over what I've had. But today what we would do is, obviously you've seen my makeup collection. I went through and I did my makeup collection video a couple of weeks ago, but I want to have a good sort out and go through and get rid of things that I don't use that I can pass on to friends, or things that I knew that I can put in giveaways, or things that are just old and that need to go in the bin. I've got a lot of inspiration from watching Shannon, so I love her declutter videos, and I thought, why not go through and declutter my own collection. I thought I would go through each drawer and decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to get rid of. But let's get started. So the first drawer we're going to go through is this one here, and this one is my primers, foundations, concealers and inspirators. So I'm just going to pull this drawer out onto this rug down here, and we're going to go through everything on here and see what I'm going to keep. I've pulled everything out and we've now got them in piles on the floor. So my first pile that we're going to start with is this little foundation pile here. So the first foundation I've got is the Kat Von D foundation, which is my absolute holy grail. I love this and this isn't going anywhere, so we'll keep this one. Then I've got the W7 Very Vegan HD foundation. I've not had a chance to try this yet, but on swatching it, it does look quite good. So I think we'll keep hold of this one for now. Then we've also got the Revolution foundation stick, which is one of their new releases. I'm just trying this out at the moment, and I'm really liking this, especially for when I'm wanting more of like a medium buildable coverage, because the Kat Von D one is very full coverage, so I'll keep hold of that. Then I've got the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation, which again, this is one of my favourites when I'm tanned, and I got this on recommendation of P. Louise, who's like a massive makeup artist, because it's all she'll use, and I do really like this one. Then I've got the Sleek Life Proof foundation. Now I did really try to love this, I really wanted to love it, but it's just too runny and I don't think I've ever got the right shade in it because this is too dark for me. But I do think this would suit my mum, and I'm going to give this over to my mum and let her have a little try of it, I think. So I'm going to pop this in the giveaway bag. Then I've got the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. Now this was actually passed on to me from a friend, and I've tried it, but it's too pinky toned for me, this shade. So again, I'm going to try and find someone to pass this along to. So that's not bad considering I don't have many foundations to start with. We've got rid of 2 out of the 6, so I'm quite happy with that. I've just found this sneaky foundation that had happened to sneak into the concealer section, and this is the Lancome Cushion foundation. Now I did used to absolutely love this, but unfortunately because I've moved on to other things, I mean look at the state of this, you can tell it was loved. This is actually dried out now, the cushion. So what I'm going to do is we're going to throw this cushion in the bin, but I'm going to keep hold of this in case I want to get a refill, because it's cheaper just to buy a refill than having to buy the full compact. So we'll keep hold of this, but we're going to get rid of this, and this is just going to go straight into the bin. Then we're going to move on to concealer. The first one here is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I really like this, so I'm going to keep hold of this one. Then I have got the Makeup Revolution concealers. I have got C1 and C2. These are the conceal and define ones. C1 is nearly out and C2 is still going strong. I do really like these. They do run out quite quickly, but for £4, what do you expect? Like, they are really good value for money. I'm still not sure that I like them more than my collection one, but I'm still trying them out with them being quite a new release, but I do like them, so we'll keep all of them for now because they're quite new. I'm going to get rid of this Technic Colour Fix Colour Correcting Concealer, which is designed to combat redness. Yes, I do suffer from redness, but I tend to find, because I use such a full coverage foundation, that I can get away without colour correcting, so we'll give this one away. And I've got another Technic Colour Fix, and this one is to combat dark spots, and I don't actually suffer from any dark spots, so again this one isn't of much use to me, so we'll give this one away. I have got a bundle of the collection concealers because these are my absolute favourite concealers. I've got a couple in Cool Medium. This one looks like it's brand new, so we'll keep this one. This looks actually quite old and used, and we'll pop this one in my product empties. And I've got the Collection Lasting Perfection in number 1 Fair, and this is quite new. I bought this as a replacement and then I started using the Revolution ones, so we'll keep hold of that one. Then I've got the Pixie Pat Away Concealing Base. I think I'll keep hold of this one for now and give it another go and see how we get on with it. And then I've got this Stila Stay All Day concealer, which was passed on to me from a friend in number 03, and this just feels very sheer to me, where I like quite a full coverage. concealer, and it's a little bit yellowy for me. I prefer more of a lighter tone to highlight with, so I think we'll pass this along to someone else. And I've got the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this shade's just a little bit too dark for me. This is the shade Natural, so again I'm going to pass this along to someone else. And last but not least, I've got another Revolution foundation stick, but I actually got this in a lighter shade to conceal with, to see what it's like to use as a concealer. So I'm going to keep hold of that one for now, because we are going to keep giving that one a try out and see what it's like. Next up is my fixing sprays. I don't have tons and tons and tons of fixing sprays. This one here is the Urban Decay All Nighter, and this is actually pretty much empty, so this can go in a product empties video. So can this NYX one, the matte finish one. This one's pretty much empty as well. Then we've got the Mario Badescu one. This is brand new. I've not given this a try yet, so I'm going to try this out. This is actually more like a facial spray, but you can use it as a makeup setting spray as well. I've got a PO one, which again is just like a face spray, but you can use it as a setting spray, so I'm going to keep giving this a go. I've got the Revolution Pro Fix. I do like this, but it's got a very strong chemically smell, but because I don't have loads of setting sprays, we'll keep hold of this for now. And then I've also got the Urban Decay Quick Fix Mini, and I'm going to keep hold of this one. So we've got two going in the bin, which is, you know, quite good clear out there. Then I have got tons of primers. I've got a ridiculous amount of base primers. I obviously have a bit of an addiction to primers. Now first up, I can see here I've got two Sothy's little pore refining sample sachets. Now looking at all these full size primers, I'm probably never going to get to use these, so we'll pass these along to someone else. We've got a couple of MAC strobe creams. Do I keep these? I actually use these as a glowy moisturiser, then put a primer on top, so I think we'll keep hold of these ones for now. We've got the Revolution Ultra Strobe Cream. I can't remember what this is like. Let me swatch this and see what it's like. We'll keep hold of these for now, because I used these when I went really glowy skin. I've got a Rimmel London Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. I have had this, it's brand new, and I've had this for ages and I've never ever used it, so I think we'll pass this along to someone else. I've got this Technic Colour Fix, which is good for anti-redness, and I actually prefer to use this to using a colour correcting concealer, so I'm going to keep hold of this for now, because I do get a little bit of redness on my cheeks and I don't have any other colour correcting products. I've got the Pixi by Petra Flawless and Poreless Primer. This isn't going anywhere. I love this for filling in my pores. I've got a Little Benefit Professional Primer. I'm going to keep hold of this. To be quite honest, I'll probably be keeping hold of most of these, because I haven't tried some of them out yet. Amber Release, I haven't tried this. I love the Smashbox. These are just little samples that are quite handy to travel with. Again, handy to travel with. So I think we'll be keeping most of these primers. I do have a slight addiction to keeping primers, but I do use them every single day. I know some people don't use primers and don't think primers are that vital to your routine with makeup, but I do really like to use primers, so I am going to keep hold of these. And these little samples always come in super handy for when you're going away anywhere. So the next lot of drawers we're going to move on to sorting out is, oh god, my legs. We've got highlighters, which definitely need sorting out. We've got bronzers and contour, blushes, and we've also got setting powders, so I'm going to sort these out next. First up, I'm going to sort out my blushes, because I don't have loads of blushes and I tend to use the same ones all the time. So we've got this little Sothy's, which are a really lovely spa brand that also do makeup. This is like a cream blusher, and although it looks really pretty, I don't really like cream products, like in terms of blushes. So I think my mum would probably get more use out of this, because it's really more her colour as well. So we'll probably pass that along or put it in a giveaway. Then I've got this BH Cosmetics Floral Blush, and I really like this one because it's got sort of a bright pink and then more of a darker pink to it, so I'm going to keep this one. I've got a really old Lancome blusher in here, which my mum loves Lancome blushes, so and it's a little bit bright for me, like it is quite pinky, so I'm going to pass that one along to my mum. I've got this Very Vegan Powder Blush from W7. 7. And I like this because it's more like a peachy terracotta colour, and I've not used this yet, so I'm going to keep hold of this one. Also going to be keeping hold of the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. This is a highlighter in rose gold, but it makes a really pretty blush. So I'm going to keep this and keep using it as a blush, because it also reminds me very much of the blusher I have in this, which is definitely stayed. This is my Sleek Face Contour Kit. These look very similar on the face. And I've got this Sleek Makeup Blusher, which I think at some point I did really love, but I'm not really into these like ridiculously bright blushes anymore, so we're definitely going to pass on this one and get rid of this one. This is in the shade Flamingo. And we'll move on to, these are my bronzers and contour products. So the first thing I've got in here is this Bronze and Sculpt Contour Kit from MUA, and I haven't reached for this in ages. I don't know whether to keep this or not. Right, so I've just had a little bit of a swatch of these different products, because this is my favourite like bronzer kit at the moment, because I use all 3 shades. So this one is actually the closest, so I'm going to keep the MUA one and I'm going to pass this along to someone else. This is the Duo Sculpt by Revolution. I don't think they make this anymore anyway, so I'll pass this along to someone else. I'm also going to get rid of the Peaches and Cream. I got this quite recently. It's their cream contour, but I just can't seem to get this to work for me, and I've got other cream contour products that I like a lot better than this, so I'll either pass this along to a friend or I'll do something with it. I've only used it a couple of times and I just couldn't get away with it, so I'll pop that one in there. I've also got the, what's this one, the matte bronzer by the Very Vegan collection. I'm going to keep this one because I don't have very many bronzers, so we'll keep hold of this one for now, and it does look like a really nice bronzer. I've got the Fab Contour Kit, and I don't have very many contour kits, and since I've just got rid of I don't have any other powder contour kits, so I'm going to keep this one for now, and it's got like shades that match me really well, so I'll keep hold of that. I've got a little mini Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I've literally just got, and this is really good for travelling with, so that's staying. These are like my cream contour products, so I've got, this is quite an old Makeup Revolution cream contour stick, and it's just not for me. I don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of it, so we're going to get rid of that one. I've got the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C14, which makes an amazing contour shade, so we're keeping this. Then I've also got the foundation in the shade C14 to contour with, and again this actually makes an amazing cream contour, so we're keeping that. And then I have got the new Look Pure Colour Concealer in the shade number 4, and I like this for cream contour as well, so we'll keep hold of that. Then I'm going to do my powders. So first up we've got the Urban Decay Velvetizer, which is quite a unique product because not only can you use this as a setting powder, but you can also mix it in with foundations to make them more full coverage, so we're definitely keeping hold of that one. We're definitely keeping hold of the New Look Matte Pressed Powder because this stuff at the moment is saving my life. I'm living for it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to get rid of this NYX HD finishing powder because I've heard that it gives really bad flashback, and a lot of the time when I do my makeup, obviously I need to take pictures for thumbnails and things like that, and if it gives really bad flashback then it's just not going to be any good, so we'll pass that along. Then I've got this really old L'Oreal Infallible. It's like a matte pressed powder, and to be quite honest, look at that, like it's nearly done for. That can go in the bin, and it was used that long ago I can't even remember what it was like, so I couldn't put it in a product empty, so we'll just throw that straight in the bin. I've got a Revolution Bake and Finish, like a baking powder, in like a translucent powder. Haven't had a chance to give this a proper go yet. I'm not like in love with it, but it's not bad, so I'm still trying this out, so we're definitely going to keep hold of this for now. I have got this isn't even 17, this is the Revolution banana powder, which comes in a pot like this, but I emptied it into this because these pots are a bit of a pain in the ass to like get product out of, and to be quite honest, it's a banana powder, it's too dark for me, I'm never going to use it, so this can actually just go straight in the bin. I've got the 17 Stay Time pressed powder in I'm not sure what shade this is, medium. Now this looks like it would make a really nice bronzer. It's too dark for me, I think, for a pressed powder. I think it'll make me look too dark. I'm just going to have a look at it against the New Look one. I'm going to actually, I don't know whether to keep this or not. It's quite pale when it blends out. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to try this out first and keep hold of it because I don't have very many pressed powders. I've got the Kat Von D Lock-It powder in peach. I bought this off Depop because I really wanted the Lock-It powder, but I thought the peach would be okay for me, but it actually makes my skin look darker. It's the translucent one that I need. I'm just going to get rid of this one. Then I've got the Sleek Luminous powder. Again, this one actually is way too dark for me. This one definitely is too dark for me. So I'm going to pop this in a giveaway or pass it along to a friend or do something with it because it's brand new. It's just too dark for me to use as a pressed powder, but then too light for me to use as a bronzer. Then let's tackle this giant beast of a highlighter collection. I think we'll pop them into powder and highlighters first. Let's start with the powders because straight away I know there's a couple I'm going to get rid of. So this one is the MUA Undress Your Skin Pink Shimmer Highlight. Now I did really like this. It still is really pretty. I can't see myself reaching for it now. I've got so many other ones that I do really like, and to be quite honest, it's got no lid, it's knackered, it's on the way out. It just needs to, yeah, it needs to go. I've got the Revolution Baked Highlighter in Golden Light. Again, this is really pretty, but there's just other shades now that I tend to reach for more. I mean, look at that. That is intense. I mean, it's definitely intense. I don't reach for this, so I'm definitely going to pass this along to someone else because it's still got plenty of use in it. And I've got the Revolution Strobe Highlighter. I used to really love this as well, and it's got a really unique reflect to it. This has got this really unique, like, sort of greeny golden. I don't know whether I keep this one. I think I'll keep this for now because I don't have anything like it. It's quite unique. I've got the MUA Shimmer Powder Highlighter. This is brand new. I won this in a competition and it's a silvery colour. I know for a fact that I'll never ever wear this, so there's no point swatching it. So I'm going to pass this along to someone else. I've got the Pixie by Petra Bare Brilliance highlighter. It's like a glossy, I think it's called Glossy Gossamer Duo. This is not going anywhere. I love it. It's staying right there because it's amazing. I've got this really old, I think this actually needs to go in the bin. This is like a Bella Pierre sort of, it was a powder eyeshadow in the shade Champagne, and this was my very first ever like highlighter, but it is knackered. It's seen better days. It just needs to go in the bin. I've got a Milani Spotlight highlighter. It's sort of like a highlighter bronzer duo. It's got like a blush bronzer highlight type thing in it, and I do really like it. I just don't reach for it, and I think someone else would get much more use out of it. I've got this which I need to play with. It's brand new. It's from a brand called Obsessed Cosmetics. I mean, can you see this? Like, this is a lad from Middlesbrough, and he's done really well for himself. He was at one of the P. Louise events selling these, so I definitely recommend you go check him out. So I need to test this out more. I've got a load of these Technique Get Gorgeous highlighters, and none of them match me. These two are too dark, and this one is just, I just don't wear pinky highlights, so I'm going to pass these along to someone else. I've got my Dull Lights, which aren't going anywhere. These are the best highlighters in the world. I love them. I've got Shine Bright and Like a Diamond, and these are staying like strictly in my collection. They're not going anywhere. I've got this Very Vegan highlighting powder, which looks really pretty, and I've not had a chance to play with this yet, so I do really want to give this a go because it's got like a champagne-y colour, like tinge to it. Then I've got the Sleek Makeup. This is the highlighting palette in Solstice. I know everyone raves about this, but I don't think I'm the biggest fan. Do you know what? I'm gonna pass this along to someone else because I'm not gonna get much use out of it. So I'm quite proud of myself with that. Now let's do the liquid highlighters. I don't think there's going to be very many of these I'm going to be getting rid of, to be honest. I've got the two Revolution liquid highlighters, which are brand new, so they're staying. I've got a little mini high beam, which is really handy for travel, so that can stay. I love the Technique Prism Unicorn creams. I'm just going to try the unicorn horns out on the back of my hand and see what I think. I think we'll pass the unicorn horns on to someone else. They're a little bit chunky for me, but we'll definitely keep the Prism unicorn creams because I love these. Now we're on to my sort of eye draw. These are like single eyeshadows, mascaras, eye products, brow products, and cream eye products. I think I'll start with eyeliners. I keep all types of eyeliner products all together in one section. So first up, I've got this Pixie, which is the brand new collab with Wiley Hong. This is a pencil liner and a liquid liner, so this is staying. It's brand new. I don't really like this Pure Colour marker by New Look. It's too thick, so that can go. I don't like the New Look Pure Colour Dip eyeliner either. It just, I don't know, I find it really hard to apply, so we can get rid of that one. These Pixie pencils I really like, they're amazing. These are the Pixie, I think they're like Endless Silky Eye pencils. I've got like a black, a rose gold, and then a grey shade. I really like those, so they can stay. Ico liquid eyeliner, I love that, that can stay. I really like this 17 liquid liner, but I don't use it as much now. I'm just going to have a look and see which one's new and which one's used. I think we'll keep the used one and pass the new one on to someone else. This Miss Beauty eye pencil in black can just go, it's a pound shop one, and I've never ever reached for it since I used it, so that can just go in the bin. I have got 3 of the Bourjois, can you tell I like these liner feature eyeliners. I'm just going to see which one's old because the old one can go. These 2 feel okay, so we'll keep those 2 for now, but we'll get rid of this one and put it in a product empties video. Right, we've got a sleek eyeliner. I can't remember what this is like. I don't, that's a maybe. We'll hold on to that for a minute. I've got a Gade one here as well. This is actually very wet and it's leaking everywhere, so that can go in the bin. I've got a Line and Flick. This is like a double-ended one by Revolution as well, and I think this one's quite good. I will keep the Revolution dual-ended one because that's quite handy. I do like this Barrier metallic one. It's probably way past its sell-by date, but I do really like that, so we'll keep that for now. I've got quite a lot of use out of the Lancome Grandiose, so we'll keep hold of that. And then I've got tons here of eyeliner pencils. I'm just going to swatch these on the back of my hand and see which ones I want to keep, so I'll pop you up here while I do that. So first up, I've got a natural and organic eyeliner pencil. That can go straight. The Lord and Berry one looks very black. We'll get rid of the 17 one. We'll keep the Lord and Berry, and then we'll keep the Jordana. Doing well, guys. Look at all this in here that I've got rid of so far. Like, I'm quite proud of myself. Right, next up, we've got this little bundle of eye primers. So the first one is this W7 Eye Power. Now, to be quite honest, this probably to you looks manky and old, but they don't make this anymore, and it's my favourite eye primer. It's amazing, so I'm going to keep that. I've also heard amazing things about the Benefit Stay Don't Stray, so we're going to keep that. I bought this like thinking I could use it to brighten my eyeshadows, but I actually get, it's a Freedom Pro Artist like white eyeshadow base, but I actually find it better to use a concealer as my base or just a normal eye primer, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm also going to get rid of the Balance Me Tinted Wonder Eye Cream because I just never use it. 2 of these little Steeler sort of, they used to go with my Magnificent Metals eyeshadows, so I'm going to keep those. I'm going to get rid of this Lemon Meringue Anti-Redness Eyelid Primer. I don't think I need this. Let me have a look. Actually, I'm going to keep this and give this a go. I'm going to get rid of this The Balm one because it just feels very greasy. Also going to get rid of the NYX HD Studio Eye Primer. I just don't, I feel like I'm the biggest fan of this. I've only got a couple of eye primers left now. Next up this pile is sort of my individual cream shadows or like crayon sticks, basically anything that isn't in powder form. So the first thing that I know I'm definitely keeping are the Pixie Fairy Lights. These are brand new and I've just done a review on these and I love them, so they're definitely not going anywhere, so these can stay. I'm also going to keep, because they're very well loved and I still really like them, my 2 Urban Decay Moon Dust shadows, so they can stay. These are brand new and I haven't had a chance to play with them yet. These are the Barry M holographic shadows, so they can stay. Then we've got this little lot here. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is a little Topshop eye pot in a brown shade. I don't know why I ever bought this because I would never ever use this. I just don't know what I was thinking about when I purchased it. I think I got it in the sale just to give it a try, but I've never ever really used it and it's new enough brand new, so I might as well give it to someone who will get use out of it. I'm also going to keep this little Autograph liquid eyeshadow because it's really pretty and I like it. I'm going to get rid of this 17 Wild Metallic. It's like a blue metallic cream eyeshadow, but I don't reach for it, I don't use it, and I might as well give it to someone who will. I'm going to get rid of Prism Starry Eyes. I don't use that. The Lock crayon can go. To be quite honest, I'm not a big fan of like eyeshadow crayons, so I'm just going to get rid of all of these because I don't really use eyeshadow crayons, so these can go. And I think we'll move on to eyebrows. Right, first up I think what I'm going to get rid of, and I'm going to see if my sister or anyone wants this first, and if not I'll just pop this in the bin because it is quite old. This is just an old Revolution brow kit and I used to really like this, but I just don't use it anymore. It's the HD Pro Brow Kit, so that can go. This Lacura eyebrow pencil I never use, that can go. I don't use eyebrow pencils, so I probably won't use this either. This is a No Bare Brows eyebrow pencil, so that can go. This is definitely staying. This is my NYX Control Freak like clear brow setting gel. I'm also keeping my brow coat because I love this to set my brows. 17 brow kit. I think I'll keep that for now because it's got a pencil, it's got a wax, and it's got 2 powder shades in, so it's got a little bit of everything in, so we'll keep that. We will get rid of the Fab brows because I know that I just never ever use it. Look, it's like brand new, so that can go. Then we've got 2 with a Freedom in Ash Brown. I think this one's old and dried out. Let me just check. You see, this one's really old and near enough dried out. So we will pop that in a product empties video. Then we will keep the newer Ash Brown one. Don't really have a lot of eyebrow things because I use my pomade near enough every day. And I think we will tackle this massive bundle of single eyeshadows. Right, first thing that I know can go is this really old bourgeois like smoky eye trio thing. I never use it, it's quite old now, so that can go. These are definitely staying. These are 2 of my Stila Magnificent Metals eyeshadows. I've not really had a chance to play with these yet. I managed to pick these up for like £5 each from like a little beauty outlet store, so I'm keeping these. I'm keeping my individual Urban Decay shadow because I really like it. This Manicure Dark like rose gold sort of single shadow is brand new, so that's staying. I've already got this. This is the Prima Liquid Gold Press Shadow, so I don't need another one, so that can go. I'm also keeping this. This is a really old 17 shadow in Statuesque. I never ever reach for these anymore. These are the 2 MUA shadow singles. I have got Camise and Copper, so they can go. I have got a old Tanya Burr glitter pigment thitter, that can go. I just never use it. This is staying. This is actually a backup of a shade that I do already own, but I love this by Prima, so I want to keep a backup of it. These 2 Gade Stardust shadows I'm actually going to pop in a giveaway, so they can go in there because they're brand new. And same with these. I've got a Makeup Obsession eyeshadow which is brand new, and I've also got a Juvia's eyeshadow like a single which is brand new, so they can go in a giveaway also. And then I've got tons of the Makeup Gallery shadow duos which are brand new, which I won these in a giveaway, and I'm going to put some back into a giveaway because I just won't use all of these colours. I don't have a green like that, so we'll keep that one. Right, I'm just going to swatch these quickly and figure out which ones I want. I've actually been quite strict and I've just kept 3, and I'm going to get rid of all of these ones. They are new, they've only been swatched a little bit, so I'll probably put them in a giveaway or do something with them so they can go. This is actually going down really well. Right, then I've got this massive bundle of mascaras because I'm a bit of a mascara hoarder, and some of these are probably quite old, so they can go in the bin. First up, I've got a brand new unboxed Gade mascara which can go in a giveaway. Lancome one I've just started using, so I know that that's fine. I've never ever used this and I've had it for a while. It's an Urban Decay Lash Booster like primer serum, and I actually use my Joan Collins one, so that one can stay and that can go. I'm going to get rid of this Sports FX mascara. I don't think I'll reach for it. I'm going to keep all of these little minis because I think these are really handy for if you go away anywhere. You don't have to take a full size with you, so we'll keep those. Right, this number 7 Lash Impact is actually really old and I can't remember the last time I used it, and it's all dried out, so that can go in the bin. This number 7 one is brand new, so I'm going to pop that in a giveaway because I've never used it. This number 7 Dramatic Lift one's actually also dried out, so that can go in the bin. This is brand new. This is the Model's Own Hyper Eyes. I just don't see myself using this, so we'll pop this in a giveaway. Use that one. Right, so this is what we're left with. So I binned 2 of the number 7 ones which were all dried out, and I got rid of a couple for giveaways, but we're left with this. So I'm just going to pop all this stuff back in and then we'll go through the next drawer. Now we're on to my eyeshadow palette drawer. So again, I'm going to pull these all out because this is like overflowing, and start sorting through these. These are all my eyeshadow palettes, and that drawer like just needs a good sort through, so I do need to get rid of some of these. I'm going to start straight away. I'm going to get rid of this because I never use it. This is a Soap and Glory Eyes box, and you know what, if it come in more of like a little palette, if it come in something more like this, I probably would get more use out of it, but it's so big, it's so bulky, just for the sake of like 6 eyeshadows, this is going. I just never use it. This is definitely staying. So this is, even though it's in one of the Freedom palettes, it's like a magnetic palette, this is all of my Prima eyeshadow glitters, and that one that I was talking to you about earlier that I kept a backup of is this one because I absolutely love it. So they are not going anywhere, they are staying. I think I'm ready to say goodbye to this. This was one of the very first ever Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes that I bought. It was like a sale one, it must have been one of their special limited edition palettes, and I never use it anymore. All the shades that I do use are like fully used up and I just don't reach for it, so this can go. I'm also going to get rid of this Rimmel Magnifies in Grunge Glamour, so I'll probably pop this in a giveaway or pass it on to a friend. I'm definitely going to be keeping this. This is the Pixie Wiley Hung eyeshadow palette. It's brand new, I've not used it yet. Same as the Dulce Candy collab. This is like a face and eye palette, it's like a multi-use palette, so definitely keeping this. I'm going to be keeping these because I want to play with these and maybe do an eyeshadow look because they're really good drugstore option. These are the Technic Pro Finish eyeshadow palettes in Toffee and Raspberry, so I'm keeping those. I'm going to get rid of this. I got this a little while ago. It's like a little palette thing with like 6 eyeshadows in, but I got it off eBay or something and I just never use it. I'm definitely keeping all 3 of my NYX palettes because I love them. I've got Earth, Fire and Metal, and these are just absolutely amazing. So these are definitely staying. Do we even need to talk about my Naked Heat palette? Like, this is definitely not going anywhere. I absolutely love it, so that's staying. As is my Makeup Revolution Rose Gold Chocolate Bar palette because this is brand new and I'm keeping it. I'm going to get rid of this eyeshadow palette by Technic because I did really like the colour payoff in it, but since I've got the NYX ones, they've got very similar colours in, so I don't really need this one anymore. I'm also going to get rid of this, which is brand new. It looks really pretty on the inside, but I just won't use it. This is a Gade eyeshadow palette. I'm also going to get rid of this W7 Very Vegan eyeshadow quad because I just don't reach for it. It's brand new. I've never used it, I just won't use it, so I might as well pass it on to someone else who will. I'm also going to get rid of this Revolution palette. This is brand new as well. One of the smoky palettes, but I just never reach for it and I probably won't, so might as well get rid of that. I've had it in there over a year now, it's never been used. Coming and iron on this. This is the I Heart Makeup, which is now I Heart Revolution Parent Advisory palette, and I really liked this for the longest time. Actually, do you know what? I think I'll keep this because it's got some quite interesting like blues and things in it, and like this emerald green. I don't really have anything like it. You can tell it's well loved. I'm going to keep that one. I'm also going to keep my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette because this one has got such a good array of colours in it. Nice to have this. So this one's staying. So is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. This is quite new, and to be quite honest, I got this at Christmas from Urban Decay and I need to play around with this more. Look, like I've not really played around with this yet. That is my eyeshadow palette. Still got quite a few, but considering what I've got rid of, I'm quite happy with that. And we're going to move on to my lip drawer, and while this looks quite organised, I do feel like there's some stuff I need to get rid of, so I'm going to just pull this out one bit at a time because it's so like bitty. I'm going to start with these are all of my lip pencils, so I'm going to organise these and get rid of some of these, so I don't think I need them all, so I'm just going to pop them into like sort of similar colours and then we'll have a little look. Straight away I know for a fact that all my Revolution liners I'm going to keep because these actually match up to the lip kits that I've got, so we'll keep these to match the lip products that I've got. I'm going to get rid of this MUA one because it's just a little bit pinky and I don't think I really have any lip products that match this like sort of pinky colour. The formula of the New Look ones is actually really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this red Essence one and I'm going to keep my 2 red New Look liners because the formula of it's really nice and I prefer the formula of the New Look ones to the Essence, so we'll keep those. Then I've got 2 darker sort of purpley colours. I think I'll keep the purple and get rid of the brownie one because I don't think I'll ever wear it. Right, then we've got another Essence one, which I don't really like I'm not a big fan of the formula of the Essence lip liners, so that can go. And then I've got a really bright pink, like Barbie pink New Look one, and I don't think I've got any Barbie pink lipsticks because it's not really my thing anymore, so we'll get rid of that. Then I've got a nude New Look one, which I'm going to keep because it's very much like Velvet Teddy by MAC. And I've got an Academy of Colour. That's actually quite pretty and it does match a lipstick that I've got. So we'll keep that, and then I've got my Instant Matte by Smashbox, which turns all your lipsticks matte. So we'll keep them. So we have got rid of 2. Managed to get rid of 5 lip liners, which is a good start. The first lipstick pile I'm going to start with is my lip crayons. Now I've got a couple of Lord & Berry, some New Look ones. Now first up, this New Look Matte Velvet lipstick. This one is brand new, so we'll keep that one. I'm going to get rid of this Lord & Berry like sort of glossy crayon because because I have just kept the matte one, and I do prefer a matte lipstick because it wears better for me. And I've got 4 of the Colour Drama, and I'm just going to have a swatch of these and see what I think. You know what, I'm going to hold on to these Colour Drama lip crayons because I actually bought these myself, and crayons always come in handy because you literally can just throw them on and go. So I'm just going to keep hold of these. Then I've got a bunch of like sort of lip balms and things. I'm going to keep hold of my Carmex because they come in really handy, especially for when you've got dry lips. And I've got 2 Vaselines, and I don't think I need 2. Keep the cocoa butter one and get rid of the red one. And I'm also going to get rid of this balmy because I don't like the perfumey like blueberry smell. It like really gets me. I'm going to keep hold of my Lancome Juicy Shaker in Vanilla Pop because I really like this one. Then I've got loads of lip glosses, and I can tell you straight away we're going to get rid of these MUA Luxe. These are gorgeous, they're really pretty, and they're like really metallic high shine glosses, but I just never ever reach for them. I don't wear glosses anymore, and someone else might as well get the wear out of them before they go out of date rather than me just sitting on them, so I'll get rid of those. I'm also going to get rid of this Rimmel Apocalypse because the same thing goes for this. It's an absolutely stunning deep red colour, but I just never ever wear it. Again, I'm going to get rid of this Maybelline one. In fact, I think I'm going to throw this in the bin. Yeah, I think this has gone bad. This is really old, so we'll throw this Maybelline one in the bin. I'm going to keep this OCC lip tag just because it's so opaque, such a unique like sort of colour. And I'm also going to keep hold of the Revolution, this beautiful red gloss because I really like that one. I'm going to keep hold of these for now. These are 2 of the Pure Lip Lures. They're like a lip lacquer, but I actually got these sometimes in M&S when like Beauty are getting rid of samples. You just put like a really like cheap donation, so I paid about 20p each for these, and I just thought, well, I might as well give them a go and see what they're like. I'm not going to get rid of any of these, so there's no point me going through them because I've already sorted these out when I got the calendar. These are all of the NYX mini lipstick. I'm going to keep these because when I got the advent calendar I actually went through and give my sister the ones that I didn't like or that I wouldn't use. I'm going to keep those. I'm also going to keep my Lottie London lip paints because I really like these. I've got like a little box in my drawers which I put minis in, so these will go in with the mini NYX ones. And I've got a little mini Steeler one which will go in there. I've got 2 of these which are just randomly in my drawer, Kylie matte liquid lipsticks, which are actually NYX. I got them off AliExpress or something. I was going to do like a comparison to the real ones, but I just never got around to buying the real ones, so these can just go up them in the bin because I don't want to pass them along to anyone else. Now these are just a bunch of like random lipsticks shoved in the back of my drawer because there's no room in the little storage area that I made for them. I'm going to get rid of this one. This is the Collection Deluxe. Now this is such a stunning colour, but it just smears absolutely everywhere. I'm also going to get rid of this one, which I think is like by Bonnie Cosmetics or something. Brand new, never been used. I don't know, I've got too many lipsticks and I'd rather pass it on to someone who will use it more than me. Also getting rid of this MUA. What possessed me to buy this colour, like, see you later. I've got 2 Ted Baker lipstick. These are staying, I just need to find somewhere for them to live. Like, look at that red, it's gorgeous. This is going, again, this is a stunning colour. This just goes everywhere. The first time I wore it ended up all over my teeth, and it was like a limited edition for Red Nose Day anyway, so you can't get it anymore, so that can go. I've had this for ages, but I do really like this colour. It's quite unique and it's quite well loved, so I think we'll keep hold of this and stick it in with the minis. It's a Barry M one. I'm going to get rid of this. I think I'm going to have to put this in the bin because it's quite old now. Is it a Maybelline Colour Sensational or something lipstick? But I bought this back in the day when like bright pink was a thing and I actually wore bright pink lipstick. I'm also going to get rid of this Essence lipstick. I'm going to get rid of this one. It's quite sheer. If it had been more opaque I probably would have kept it for like Halloween or for like autumn winter, but I'm going to keep these 2 from Sothy's. I really like them. They're really pretty colours and they are matte as well, which I didn't realise, so we'll keep those. As for the rest of my lipsticks in here, I'm just going to be able to go through straight away and tell you what I'm getting rid of. Like this purple shade, the lilac, I'll never ever wear this. It's very patchy and I mean like it's just not for me. I'm also going to pass on, because my mum fell in love with these when we were in London, I'm going to give my mum the Really Rose and the Evening Rose in these, in the Pixie that I've used, because I've actually got 2 brand new ones as backups, so I'm going to keep my backups because these are actually, I mean look, you can see that this is actually like there's not that much left in it. So I'm going to pass these on to my mum, and I'm going to keep the new ones and pop the new ones in my drawer. I'm going to have a quick look at these new look. I don't think I need all of these colours. You see a theme here? Yeah, I'm going to keep the red. I'm going to get rid of the bright pink one and pass that on to someone else because I just don't wear pink that often. But I'm going to keep these other reds because I love reds. So they can go in there. I got these two a little while ago for like £1 each in Primark when they were selling them off. But I'm looking at the colours and I'm thinking, you know, like when you just buy for the sake of buying, like those colours are going to wash me out and make me look ill. So they can go. And I've got a very similar like darker grey one in a NYX and in a New Look, so we can get rid of those. I've also got this New Look pink matte lipstick, and I love their matte lipsticks, but this colour, I just don't think it suits me. I might stick it in my collection and give it another go. I'm going to be brutal and go through these. I've just done some swatches on my arm, and I've actually been quite brutal, and I've got rid of two. I've got rid of the purpley one, and I've got rid of like the really bright pink because I just don't wear pinks, so they can go with that, and we will keep these three. So now we are on to my face mask drawer, and I have just pulled all of my like sort of packets of masks out to go through, and hopefully we'll be able to get rid of some of these because I've got a ridiculous amount. So I'm going to start with these Anatomicals ones. And I find it really hard with face masks because I do tend to cling onto them. So I am going to get rid of this apricot face scrub just because I don't use face scrubs all the time, and I have got like some tubes of face scrub, so we'll get rid of that one. I want to keep these. I'm going to get rid of one of these because I've got two. This is the Mask Bar Green Tea Sheet Mask. I don't need any more than one because I've got loads of others, so we'll get rid of one of those. Right, caviar. Right, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't use foot masks, so I'll pop that in a giveaway. Right, bubble mask, detoxifying, collagen under the eye. Obviously I love Skin Republic masks, they're like some of my favourite. I've only got one bubble in left with them. Right, no, we're going to keep these. I can tell you now I'm not going to get rid of a lot here because I really like them. This one's an anti-aging one. I think it is, yeah, anti-wrinkle. We'll get rid of this one. We'll pass this along to my mum because I'm going to reach for some of the others before I reach for this one. We'll keep this one because it's brightening. I love the masquerade mask, but I have got two of the pre-party prep, so we'll get rid of one of those. What have I got here? Sheet mask, peeler, charcoal. No, I'm keeping these. I'm keeping all the Horror and Glow. Again, I'm going to get rid of the two foot masks because I don't really use foot masks, and I'll pass these on to someone else. And I think I might get rid of this if this is just a face scrub. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this face scrub and keep the others. I've just pulled out all of like my mini like sort of sample size masks. So straight away I'm going to get rid of this Gantineo one because this is like a radiance but anti-wrinkle one. So I'll probably pass that along to my mum. I'm also going to give my mum the Filolgra one, the Mezzo mask, because this is really good again for like aging skin, and I used it on my mum's skin and she really likes it. I'm going to get rid of these out of the drawer because they're just taking up too much space and I don't really use them. This is like to mix your own masks, and then like some little like measuring spoons if you mix your own masks, but I don't, so I can get rid of those. But I'm going to keep the rest of these because I've either used a lot of them or they're really good for travel. Then I've got my eye masks. I'm keeping those. I'm also keeping these which go with this serum from Murad, and I've got these Talika ones, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it comes with a mirror which I'll never use, so we'll get rid of this, and I'm going to take these out of here and just keep them like this and throw the box in the bin. Then I've got my pore strips which I'll keep, and this little eye decompress sort of eye mask thing which I'm going to keep as well. Then last but not least is this skincare drawer, which is quite organised, and I pretty much know what I want to get rid of because I sorted it out yesterday, but I didn't obviously pull it out because I wanted to show you. So this is brand new. This is the Cause Wild Rose, sort of like a night cream, but I'm not a big fan of rose, so I'm going to pass this along to someone else. I'm going to get rid of most of this Gantineo stuff because it's supposed to be really good for anti-aging. I'll probably keep one of these moisturisers, but I don't need two of the same. This is the Advanced Rejuvenating Cream, so we'll get rid of one of those. I'm going to get rid of this Urban Decay Meltdown Makeup Remover. I've got so many cleansers and I just don't reach for this like I used to. I'm also going to get rid of one of the Gantineo Micellar Waters, but keep the others. Sorry, keep the other one that I've got there. I'm going to get rid of, what's this? This exfoliator, because I've got other scrubs so I don't need that one. I'm also going to get rid of this Alpha H Liquid Rose Gold. Now, I've heard really good things about this. It's supposed to be amazing, but it does a very similar thing to the Pixie Glow Tonic. And I also have some like glow peel pads and things, so I don't really need another one of these because I won't get through it. The size of the Glow Tonic that I've got, I just will never get through this. So I'm going to pass this on to someone else, or put it in a giveaway or something. What else have I got in here? I've also decided I'm going to get rid of one of these Palmer's facial oils, because I've got one that's like full to the brim, and then I've got one that's a little bit used. I think I'll get rid of this one that's a little bit used and pass this along and keep the fuller one. But I've only got like 2 oils, so I'm definitely going to keep the other one, because I don't use oil that often because I have combo skin, so I don't really find that I need that much hydration. But I'm going to keep that anyway. Then we've got, what have we got in here? I think I've sorted all this out anyway, to be quite honest. Yeah, they're all cleansers. I'm keeping all of those. I've got my face wipes at the back, my peel pads. I don't have very many moisturisers, they stay in. So that is that. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you can't tell, we are back a little bit later now, as I've got makeup on, and I've been out and had done a little bit of my day, but I had to finish this off because I only had a little bit left to go through. I hope you've enjoyed this clear out. If you want to see more declutters and more videos like this, do let me know, because I do also have like my drawers with my fake tan and stuff in. I have like my body lotions and that sort of thing, and shower gels, and they could always do with a tidy. I've got a nails drawer, and then downstairs I have actually got a massive backup drawer which is like all my spare hair products, spare body products, things like that, and that could do with a real overhaul. So if you want to see that, then just drop a little message down below, comments, so I know that that's what you want to see, because I know people love watching these declutter videos. I mean, I'm addicted to them. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you're new here, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. But thanks for watching. Mwah.